Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. So, I bet we're all feeling pretty fucking pissed off right now, huh? Let me hear how fucking angry you are! It's another fucked up day in the United States of America where our fundamental human rights are being stripped away from us. But we're not just gonna sit back and allow a group of people, of mostly old white men who were not even elected to their positions, take these rights away from us, are we? No, we are gonna stand up and we are gonna fight back by any means necessary! So I'm Olivia, I use they or she pronouns. I'm part of Students for a Democratic Society here at the University of Minnesota. We called this action today because we think it's really important for young people to be in the streets, on the front lines, fighting for our futures. And I'm going to hand it over to my co-C here to introduce themselves.
What's up? My name is Jay. I'm with TCC for Jay, which is the Twin Cities Coalition for Justice for Jamar. And we co-hosted this not just because we love to work with SDS, but because we know that it's not going to stop with reproductive rights. We know that they are coming for all of us, for every single queer person, for every single black person, and for black and brown people. The government has been on our ass since day fucking one. And what we're not gonna do is sit back and wait for a bunch of liberals to tell us to vote this away. So I'm proud of everybody standing here tonight, but as Olivia said, this is an any means necessary fight. You better be ready to do something other than vote.
All right, with that said, I think we're going to jump right into our program tonight. We've got a lot of speakers from some really great community organizations in the Twin Cities. First up tonight, you are going to hear from the Anti-War Committee, who has been on the front lines opposing U.S. intervention and imperialism around the globe. I'd like to introduce Meredith Abby Kerstead up to the mic.
I might have gotten the invite because the Anti-War Committee does work to promote self-determination, which to me is really about consent, but it's consent looking at it from a foreign policy point of view. But what motivates me today in reflecting upon why it's important to be here is because while this is a protest that is organized by young people, to me this decision has a very important place in my heart. I was born in 1973. So this decision has literally been law the entirety of my life. And so we are talking about a generation of people have had this understanding that we have the right to control our own bodies, and they think they can roll that back. Can they roll that back? No! Are we going back? No! My mother, in 1972, the year before I was born, saw a woman taken down from our apartment building that was bleeding to death because of an illegal abortion that happened in Georgia where we lived at the time. Are we going back to that? No! This is an incredibly dangerous decision. This decision outlaws abortion in a significant portion of the country, and it is inspiring people across the country, but including right here in Minnesota, that they have the opportunity to take this away from all of us. So it is important for us to not say, well, but I live in Minnesota. Because the fact of the matter is that we are going to be like a little island surrounded by states that are outlawing abortion. It is important to look at this precedent for what it is. This is an attack not just on people who identify as women, not just an attack on people with uteruses. This is an attack on a fundamental right to privacy. This is an attack on bodily autonomy. Clarence Thomas, who I've hated my entire adult life, he said in his decision today that the Supreme Court should also reinterpret rulings on contraception, LGBT relationships and gay marriage. This decision affects us all. These rights are interconnected. And one of the reasons why the Anti-War Committee is always out fighting for black lives, fighting for reproductive rights, fighting for human rights, is because at the end of the day, these struggles are related, these struggles are connected, and we need to build a progressive movement in this country to fight back. And what that means is we got to take to the streets. And we got to shut this shit down. Because guess what? We got to say enough is enough, and by being polite, that don't get us a goddamn thing. Reproductive rights are under attack. What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
I'm happy to take the streets with all of you.
Sorry, I just saw my light flash before me because I almost tripped over some Gatorade. But I am very proud and happy to introduce the next speaker. They are from a truly revolutionary organization called FRIZO, which stands for Freedom Road Socialist Organization. Freedom Road is one of the only actual communist organizations in our state and in our country. The only one! So I want you to give a huge welcome to Celia.
Hello everyone, I'm Celia, and I'm a proud member of Freedom Road Socialist Organization, a revolutionary and Marxist-Leninist organization building revolutionary struggle here in the United States. And we condemn the overturning of Roe v. Wade and this disgusting attack on women and reproductive rights. Today, the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, and U.S. government and both the Democratic and Republican parties have taken their masks off and shown that they do not represent our interests nor the people that they govern. Their government and their laws exist to exploit and repress us and to maintain capitalism for the benefit of the super wealthy and the ruling classes at our fucking cost. No one should be forced to endure a pregnancy, give birth, or raise a child, especially when we do not have universal health care, paid paternity or maternity leave, free child care, and in fact, we don't have any of these things because the capitalists and the ruling class do not want to sacrifice any of the profits they get by stealing from us and exploiting the workers. Capitalism has created and enforced a strict gender hierarchy and division of labor that has forced women to raise kids and give birth and make the next generation of workers. And us queer and trans people don't fucking fit into this because we don't fit into that reproductive binary. Nope. While the recession is imminent after COVID has killed millions of Americans, the government decides to scapegoat women and anyone to get pregnant in order to serve the political agenda of the political far right and to exploit us and to get money off of expensive child care costs. Shame! Shame! This is why we have to organize to fight. Roe v. Wade was not passed in the 1970s because the government was interested in expanding human rights. Hell no! This was something that was fucking fought for by the women's movement. It was something that was earned through political struggle. If we want reproductive rights, civil rights, or basic human rights, we are going to have to fight, struggle, and organize for them. And while the Democratic Party has promised to protect our reproductive rights and other rights, they have failed because of their complacency. And over decades, they did not codify Roe v. Wade into law, despite having many Democratic presidents since the 1970s. The Republican Party, as politicians and wealthy donors, have been waging a campaign to overturn reproductive rights here in the United States, along with other civil and democratic rights. And the Democratic Party has not stopped them either, because both parties are tied to the wealthy people and ruling classes. We cannot continue to lose our basic human rights and that we need in order to exist and survive under capitalism. No, Fuck that. We need a revolution in socialism, and that way we can uphold and protect our human and reproductive and civil rights. We must organize and fight and struggle, and we cannot vote our way to revolution. So, get out here in the streets, keep showing up, and get involved with an organization and an activist group. And if you're interested in Freedom Road, please speak to me.
Abortion is a human right. That is why we have to fight. Abortion is a human right.
That is why we have to fight.
Abortion is a human right.
That is why we have to fight.
Abortion is a human right.
That is why we have to fight.
Abortion is a human right.
That is why we have to fight.
So I'd like to introduce our next speaker from the Twin Cities Coalition for Justice for Jamar, which has been on the front lines far before the George Floyd uprising, but also through the Chauvin trial. Every time a killer cop in this city is pardoned by our fucking governor, they're on the front line. They are fighting for Black lives, and they are fighting for reproductive justice with us today. Please welcome Jalen Palmer to the mic.
All right, when I say who keeps us safe, we keep us safe. Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
I am so fucking pissed today. I thought I was too mad to get on a mic to talk to y'all, actually. I had to think about it, like, do I have the words or do I just have the cuss words? But I got both. I don't have the pleasantries. I don't have the constructive criticism. All I have is nothing but anger for our situation. And it's on a couple different fronts. I'm angry that people, white and BIPOC alike, did not take heed to the rise of fascism. They took it as a joke, and look where we are. Truth be told, even after Roe v. Wade was passed, the disparity continued. Women that look like me had to figure it out with our own networks. Black parenthood continued to be criminalized, but it was okay, because the majority had access. And I just can't believe that we even accepted the liberals' performative justice as a response. Fascism was elected, and we had pink pussy hats. Like that was a good, needed resistance. We're better than that. Is that what we deserve? They still haven't codified the shit today. And we got majorities, we got all the things we need, supposedly. And nothing is being done. Even the highest courts cannot keep us safe. We need to remember this. The people are the makers of history. We saw this during the George Floyd uprising. We saw all the different ways our anger can burn. When Roe v. Wade was decided, there was such a strong movement backing it up. The courts couldn't maintain its credibility. They just couldn't do it without saying that, hey, here you go. This is a life or death situation. We know that this affects black and brown people disproportionately. Even more likely, even under Roe v. Wade, black women are 3 times more likely to have pregnancy-related issues and things like that and deaths. And how much is this number going to grow under this type of law now, or without this? After a week that we celebrate Juneteenth, black folks get another reminder of how nothing was abolished, only called a different name. This is an intersectional issue. One piece for black folks is black autonomy. Minneapolis for community control. It's starting with cops because for real, we need our people. We need our soldiers. We need all of us in this. And they're going to keep killing us to make sure that it kills down that revolutionary spirit, and we have to stand against this. So Minneapolis for community control is starting with the cops. Because they can't keep killing us without us having no say, no influence, no input. That is unacceptable. Their bullshit recommendation groups, unacceptable. We deserve more. We need to believe in black people's folks' right to self-determination. After Juneteenth, after came Reconstruction, we had community control schools, hospitals, banks, and defense. And how did white folks respond? By rioting and looting our neighborhoods, just because we have the nerve to be great and flourish outside their system. Community control is not new to our people. The Black Panthers got it on the ballot in Oakland. If you hadn't had a chance to check out our petition, please do, because we have to start somewhere. We need a say. If they're going to harass us, we have to have a say in how they're doing, because right now they're policing themselves. And I also will say, we cannot abolish something we don't control, you guys. That's just that. So if that's your feeling, you got to get on our vibe. And also, this isn't just a women's issue. This is a queer issue. All genders are affected by this. Like Meredith said, Clarence Thomas is trying to come for everything after this. So this is why we all need to be a part of this. The Holocaust didn't start with concentration camps. It started with hateful rhetoric that grew into the political structure. It started with capitalism shedding its skin of bourgeois democracy. It started with capitalism ripping its mask off and showing the death machine who it really was and raining open terror on the working class. This is why this is everyone's responsibility to defend our bodily autonomy. We are already on the chopping block, so our next move has to be our best move. We need to support more grassroots reproductive justice rights group. There are folks in the South have already been living under these conditions and working. So I think we need to not reinvent the wheel and let them lead this and let them know what works, because they did it. They've been doing it. They'll continue to do it. So please check out, like this coalition of the unrest Minnesota has built is a great example. Our Justice is another great example. Like many others have said, we are not going to vote our way out of this problem. The decision that this decision is showing its ass, like the system, excuse me. With this decision, the system is showing its ass. We keep thinking we can save a dying system. We deserve sweeping change. We need socialism. We need Black liberation. We need Black liberation. We need total liberation. When I say stand up, you say fight back. Stand up.
Fight back!
Stand up.
Fight back!
Stand up.
Fight back!
Stand up.
Fight back!
Thank you.
Fuck the state and legislature! People are not incubators! Fuck the state and legislature!
People are not incubators!
Fuck the state and legislature!
People are not incubators!
Fuck the state and legislature!
People are not incubators!
Period. Alright, the next speaker we're going to invite up today is from AFSCME 3800. AFSCME is an incredible union organization that organizes right here on the U of M campus. And they have been in every labor rights struggle, including the teacher strike. And they have supported the fight for Black lives, and they've supported anti-war rallies as well. They are everywhere, and they have always come out to support us. So I want to give a huge welcome to Sarah Ricemius.
Thank you all for coming out today. I'm here to speak to you today as a working class person, a union member, and a human being affected by the overturn of Roe v. Wade. As a union, we at AFSCME 3800 stand with everyone affected and fighting this decision that constitutes an abhorrent attack on human rights. We staunchly defend the right to choose and bodily autonomy for all people. During my career, I worked providing abortion care for 3 years. Something I can tell you from that experience is that this court decision affects everyone. People from all income levels, all races, all genders, all walks of life experience unwanted pregnancies. Every person who experiences an unwanted pregnancy deserves access to safe, legal abortion care. This ruling affects everyone, but not everyone is equally affected by it. People experiencing poverty are not able to miss work, lose rent, pay for travel across the country. to access abortion care at the drop of a hat. Black and brown people face systemic oppression and medical racism in trying to access abortion. Trans and gender non-conforming people face homophobia, transphobia, and trans-incompetent healthcare while trying to access abortions. The most vulnerable among us will suffer disproportionately under the critical lack of abortion access and criminalization of abortion procedures that will inevitably follow this ruling. This is jarring, terrifying, and too revolting to comprehend. I can tell you that I spent this morning racked with grief and rage. So what do? We fight back! It's time to organize. It's time to stand in solidarity with all vulnerable communities, all intersections of oppression. We fortify abortion rights in our own state, we help folks in all places access abortion care, and we fight for change on a national level. I see all of you here with me today because you care. You are impassioned, fired up, and ready to fight for change. Today is the first day of this fight, but it doesn't end here. We will keep bringing that fire, the energy, the fight, until we have safe, legal abortion for all. All right, I'm going to say something. I want you to hear with me. When we fight, we win. When we fight,
We win!
when we fight,
We win!
when we fight,
We win!
thank you.
Ho ho! Hey hey! Abortion rights are here to stay! Ho ho!
Hey, hey! Abortion rights are here to stay! Ho, ho! Hey, hey! Abortion rights are here to stay! Ho, ho! Hey, hey! Abortion rights are here to stay!
So our next speaker is going to be from the incredible organization Our Justice, which is an organization doing amazing work around reproductive justice in the Twin Cities. I would like to welcome up Lily Vang.
Hi, y'all. Ooh, lots of people in the crowd. This is good. All right. This feels really good. So my name is Lily. I am the board chair of Our Justice, one of Minnesota's abortion funds and a reproductive justice organization. As an abortion fund, we provide practical support like financial assistance, lodging, and transportation coordination, and emergency contraception. We work directly with people who cannot access abortion on their own. In this moment and for future fights ahead, let us give one another room to grieve, rage, process, learn and unlearn, and act with our bodies and our hearts. In this moment, may we turn towards one another. I want to be very clear. Abortion is still legal in Minnesota. It will remain legal in Minnesota despite the Supreme Court ruling because Our Justice secured strong state constitutional protections. You can get your abortion today, tomorrow, and beyond. We will help you. Today feels big and scary. What is now a collective reality for all of us has been a reality for many people for a long time. Abortion across the country in Minnesota is hard to access. That's not right. Roe is the floor. It's been enraging to see elected officials make blanket statements for abortion access but not take any meaningful action on it. In fact, some of them are using this moment to fundraise for themselves, not abortion funds. Independent women are people getting an abortion. We voted. Democrats wonder why we're disengaged, why we're furious or apathetic. And I say to them, get a vision that supports the will of the people and get some political will and courage. At every level of government, there is something that can be done to meaningfully support people in getting abortions, to protect them, to protect abortion providers. And instead, elected officials have focused on funding cops and maintaining the status quo. I'm not interested in hearing any elected official tell me to vote. I'm interested in people who are making real commitments to moving money to pay for abortions, going out of their way to make sure no one goes to jail for getting an abortion and for protecting abortion providers. In the absence of elected leadership, We have each other. Shayla, our Justice's executive director, says the abortion funds are the original mutual aid network. When systems abandon us, we must hold on to one another. We must be in solidarity with one another. Solidarity recognizes our self-interest and responsibility in ensuring each other's joy and dignity, pleasure, and freedom. I know that these things are true. We will not abandon one another. We will protect each other. We will keep each other safe. We will keep having abortions, and we will help one another get abortions. We will not stop the sake of work. We will love one another. Together, we move forward in the streets towards a future of reproductive justice and freedom for our children, for our ancestors, and for us. And before I leave, I'm going to invite you to participate in an activity with me. We're doing a lot, so let's breathe into the space, a lot of energy, okay? A deep breath, deep breath from your belly. And breathe out. Breathe out that rage. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Breathe out your grief. One more time. Breathe in community. And breathe out that fierce love that you have for community. Think about the love you have for your ancestors, for your neighbors, for your community, and for yourself. Raise your hand if you are ready to fund abortion. Raise your hand if you are ready to defend abortion rights. Raise your hand if you are ready to fight for reproductive freedom. Raise your hand to build a world and future with reproductive justice. Many of us here today, I want you to look around that this is our community. Acknowledge your neighbor. Breathe in gratitude for them. And I want you to say to them and say with me, I see you. I see you. Louder. I see you. I will not abandon you. I will not abandon you. I will fight for you. I will fight for you. I will protect you. I will protect you. I will take care of you. I will take care of you. I will keep you safe. I will keep you safe. Thank you all. Take care.
I'm going to go with the classic. Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. All right, our next speaker is from the Climate Justice Committee. The Climate Justice Committee is a newer organization, but they are fierce and they are fighters. Many of them have already been arrested for direct action against the abysmal state of our environmental justice in this state, from Standing Rock to our own city. So I want to give a huge welcome to Megan Pangier.
Hi everyone, how are you doing? As mentioned, I'm Megan. I'm here with the Climate Justice Committee, and I just want to start off by saying that today is a devastating day for all people. Today will be a day marked in history as a day we move backwards. When I heard the news this morning, my stomach dropped. My friends and I have been texting all day, not really in disbelief because, well, honestly, we've seen this coming. But there is an understanding between all of us about how serious this is and what it means for our collective futures. The overturning of Roe v. Wade will not stop abortions from happening. It will only make them more dangerous, especially for poor and marginalized communities, especially queer, black, and brown folks. People will die because of this decision. And we will never stop fighting for our right to bodily autonomy. Our power lies within our communities, not within the political parties we stand with. Voting blue, no matter who, has not worked. Abortion being overturned under a Democratic presidency shows us that politicians aren't working for us. Dems don't have codifying Roe v. Wade to dangle over our heads anymore. They failed us. We need to be in the streets now more than ever. Make our voices heard.
All right, we're going to do another one that takes some breath support. So y'all ready for that?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop.
So the next organization I would like to welcome up to the mic is Twin Cities Pride at Work. They're an organization that supports LGBTQ workers. Please welcome Gabby Pierce.
Hey everyone, my name is Gabby Pierce. I am a trans woman, and today's assault on reproductive freedom and a person's right to control their own body is an attack upon all gender-oppressed people by an enemy that we share as women, cis, or trans. An enemy we share as women, cis, or trans, as non-binary people, as trans men, and that enemy is the capitalistic, white, supremacist, patriarchal fucks on top. And they think that they can assert their dominance over us. They think that they can control us and beat us down. They think that they can strip us of our rights and push us to the margins of society. They can try. Fuck that. Their war of gender oppression that they're waging is not going to stop here. Next, they're going to be coming for Bostock vs. Clayton County to overturn trans Title VII protections against workplace discrimination. They're going to be coming after birth control. They're going to be coming after gay marriage. They think that they hold the power. They think that they can stand on top of us. But looking at this crowd today, I know that they are wrong. And I know that they have a surprise in store. Because I see a crowd united across gender, cis and trans, that is rising up to stand together and fight back. And when we stand united against our shared enemy and defend each other in our shared fight, we are unstoppable. When we stand together in fierce action for gender liberation, we can show them what happens when you try and cross us and take our rights. And when we stand together, we have the power to tear their whole damn system down. We have the power to make their cishet, capitalistic, patriarchal bullshit a thing of the past. And that is the power we wield. We have the power to fight back. We have the power to build a new world, one that works for us. So let's claim that, let's rise up, and let's go fucking win this fight!
All right, when I say what do we want, you're going to say reproductive rights. What do we want?
Reproductive rights!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Reproductive rights!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Reproductive rights!
When do we want it?
Now!
All right. Fuck yeah. Our next speaker is from, our next and last speaker for this portion of our program is from MIRAC, which is the Minnesota Immigrant Rights Action Committee. I knew there'd be big applause for that. Because MIRAC is an incredible organization that is absolutely tireless in trying to get rights for all immigrants in our state. They have supported the fight for Black lives, and they have supported anti-war and climate justice actions. They are truly an incredible organization, and the person speaking for them is also a truly incredible human being. And so I would like a big warm welcome for Aisha Chugtai.
All right, thank you very much. We look so powerful. My name is Aisha Chugtai. I am the eldest daughter to a Muslim immigrant family. And I am a member of MIRAC, the Minnesota Immigrants' Rights Action Committee. And I'm honored to be here to represent MIRAC to talk about the deep solidarity and connection between the immigrants' rights movement and the movement for reproductive justice. Immigrant communities, regardless of where we come from or when we got here, know that bodily autonomy, the freedom to move, whether it's across borders or across the city, to breathe clean air and to drink clean water, to live with dignity, to have health care or make care choices, to choose to have children and to choose to have abortions, have been stolen and stripped away from us for as long as we have been here. And it's been federal action, just like what we've experienced today, under Democrats specifically, from Clinton to Obama to Biden, that sold out immigrants in this country for decades. I grew up in a mixed documentation status family in the wake of post 9/11 war on terror and in the wake of one of the worst federal immigration policies that this country has ever seen. In 1996, months before one of my parents came here, Bill Clinton signed the Illegal Immigration Reform and Immigrant Responsibility Act into law. It's what criminalized immigrants in this country, and it's what has paved the way for mass deportations to exist the way that we know and understand them today. And since then, our people have begged and pleaded with the federal government to act and enact legalization through reform. And we've gotten nothing. And then we came to the state for the last 20 years and we begged them for something. We begged them for driver's licenses, we begged them to veto Real ID, and they gave us nothing. And in the face of mass deportations and forced sterilizations and border cages, we keep getting nothing. My point is, we have to reject when people in power, and specifically when Democrats lie to us. Because today, even in Minnesota, where abortion is legal, abortion is not affordable or accessible for so many people who are immigrants, for those who are Black and brown, for those who are trans, who are poor, who are young, and who are at the intersection of those identities. That's literally why fucking abortion funds exist. That's why people in this state, before and after today, are kept from making the full spectrum of reproductive choices. That's right. Yeah. And so much of this is because of the lack of action or actively harmful action for years. We don't have enough clinics that provide abortion services. We do not help people get the care that they need and deserve. This state's Democratic leadership gives money, gives money to crisis pregnancy centers, which are Christian fundamentalist organizations that manipulate people out of having abortions. And get to pass themselves off as healthcare providers and take money from the state's Department of Health. Fuck that. There is no excuse for this. We have to resource and we have to support and we have to protect the people who provide reproductive care. We have to... We have to keep giving regularly and generously to abortion funds. We have to keep investing in the organizations who are on the front lines of expanding reproductive justice. And like the immigrants' rights movement, we have to make local governments act like they are one of the last lines of structural and systemic defense, because we know that they actually are. And we have to stop accepting their excuses and their finger pointing. A part of expanding abortion access will look like making cities like Minneapolis find a way to expose the harmful practices of crisis pregnancy centers and shut them down and keep more of them open. It will look like bringing in-clinic abortion providers to Minneapolis and keeping them here. It will look like codifying protections for frontline workers, the nurses, the receptionists, the janitors, who are just as critical to making abortion happen as those who actually perform the abortion. And it will look like cities giving money directly to abortion funds to distribute. And so I'll end with this. May we hold ourselves and one another through our grief today and pick ourselves and one another up to keep fighting tomorrow. May we find strength and solidarity in our liberatory movements. May we build more intentionally with all movements in the struggle for justice and liberation. May we fight with everything we have against progressive and anti-people and bullshit attacks. And may we hold those in power to act accountable to doing something to protecting us instead of dangling our rights in front of our faces in return for money and votes. And may we do all of this with kindness and with love and with grace for ourselves and for one another. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Aisha one more time. We won't back down from this fight. Abortion is a human right. We won't back down from this fight. Abortion is a human right. We won't back down from this fight. Abortion is a human right. We won't back down from this fight. Abortion is a human right. We won't back down from this fight. Abortion is a human right. So that is our last speaker before we start marching. I want to make sure that everybody is in the loop on what we're doing and how we can congregate safely in the streets. So our plan is to march down to the courthouse downtown. I think it's really critical that we take the streets of downtown, that we are loud, that we are visible, and that we let the people in power in this city and in this nation know that we don't stand for this shit. So with that said, we have a lead marshalling car as well as a few other cars that are going to need to exit the circle. And I'm going to need folks to congregate behind the lead car, which is not this truck. It is the yellow Kia Soul over there with the license plate that says FTP because fuck the police. And so I'm going to need folks to make room for that car so that we can secure its place in the street. We're going to be heading this direction. And for folks to congregate behind that car, behind the lead banners. And so I'm going to say this, and this is something that Jay usually says, but I'll say it this time.
I'll say it again, don't worry.
Okay, I need people to stay behind the banner. Say it with me. Stay behind the banner. We have got plenty of marshals, but they can only keep you safe if you are within the crowd, if you are behind the banner. So if folks could begin filing behind that lead car, we're going to get moving as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. Gosh, can't even get a hello. So you probably know what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it one more time because Olivia said it to you very nicely, but I'm not as nice. Stay behind the fucking banner. If you come in front of this banner and you are not wearing a vest, I will yell at you. I will call you out in front of all of your friends. I will call you out in front of your mama. I don't care. Because you know why? If you get in front of this banner and you come in front of this truck, you will get run the fuck over. So say it with me. Stay behind the fucking banner. One more time. Alright, now we're gonna do some chants while we get set up here. So I'm gonna start with another classic. Boots! Boots! Boots on the ground! We're here to shut this shit down!
Boots! Boots! Boots on the ground! We're here to shut this shit down!
I feel like that wasn't loud enough. Can the people in the back hear the sound? Okay. Boots! Boots!
Boots on the ground! We're here to shut this shit down! Boots! Boots! Boots on the ground! We're here to shut this shit down! Boots! Boots! Boots on the ground! We're here to shut this shit down!
Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Say what? Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Say what? Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Say what? Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose motherfucking streets? 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 Fuck the state and legislature! People are not incubators! Fuck the state and legislature! People are not incubators! Fuck the state and legislature! People are not incubators! Fuck the state and legislature! People are not incubators! Fuck the state and legislature! People are not incubators! Fuck the state and legislature! People are not incubators! Fuck the state and legislature! People are not incubators! Fuck the state and legislature! People are not incubators! Fuck the state and legislature! People are not incubators! Fuck the state and legislature! People are not incubators! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These heartbeat bills have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These heartbeat bills have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These heartbeat bills have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These heartbeat bills have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These heartbeat bills have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These heartbeat bills have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These heartbeat bills have got to go! Abortion is a human right! That is why we have to fight! Abortion is a human right! That is why we have to fight! Abortion is a human right! That is why we have to fight! Abortion is a human right! That is why we have to fight! Abortion is a human right! That is why we have to fight! Abortion is a human right! That is why we have to fight! Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! Show me what democracy looks
Abortion is a human right!
You're all doing amazing. You're all being loud as fuck. I mean, personally, I think anyone has the potential to be even louder. Let me hear how loud you can be! I don't know. I think you can do better than that. Let me hear you!
People in the front are really carrying you back, people, right now. Don't leave them hanging like this.
Let me hear you one more time! If you can't hear us in the back,
reproductive rights. We want reproductive rights. What do we want?
Reproductive rights!
When do we want them?
Now!
What do we want?
Reproductive rights!
When do we want them?
Now!
What do we want?
Reproductive rights!
When do we want them? What do we want? When do we want them? What do we want? When do we want them? What do we want? When do we want them? What do we want? When do we want them? What do we want? When do we want them? What do we want? When do we want them? Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people outside.
Say what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't
Say
stop.
what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't
Say
stop.
what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't
Say
stop.
what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't
Say
stop.
what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't
Say
stop.
what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't
Say
stop.
what?
Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop.
When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? When women's rights are under attack, what do we do? When women's rights are under attack, what do we do? When women's rights are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? When queer rights are under attack, what do we do? When queer rights are under attack, what do we do? When queer rights are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Fuck the state and legislature!
People are not incubators.
Fuck the state and legislature!
People are not incubators.
Fuck the state and legislature!
People are not incubators.
Fuck the state and legislature!
People are not incubators.
Fuck the
Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down.
no, it's for you. No, maybe. You are. There have been a couple times I'm starting to disappear behind signs. I'm like, man, if I'm having trouble seeing it. Yeah. I'm trying to keep my battery though, so I don't get that.
water. Maybe give you like a 2-second break from chanting. Some light booing would be acceptable.
Woo! Also, sorry I sound like I'm in a screamo band, but like he got me fucked up. You know? Let's do that. You're right.
It just has to be aesthetic, right? It's like blood. Yeah, you're just like after the abortion.
Let's do this chant. We haven't done this in a while. Pro-life, that's a lie. You don't care when people die. Pro-life, that's a lie.
You don't care when people die.
Pro-life, that's a lie.
You don't care when people die.
Pro-life, that's a lie.
You don't care when people die. Pro-life, that's a lie. You don't care when people die.
Pro-life, that's a lie. You don't care if people die. Pro-life, that's a lie. You don't care if people die.
I think for the sound truck we're ready to start moving, and folks should just grab available water as they pass by. All right.
Come out, literally, guys.
Okay. What kind of power? People power. What kind of power?
People power.
What kind of power?
People power.
What kind of power?
People power.
What kind of power?
People power.
What kind of power?
People power.
Who's got the power? We got the power. Who's got the power?
We got the power.
Who's got the power?
We got the power.
Who's got the power?
We got the power.
What kind of power?
People power.
What kind of power?
People power.
What kind of power?
People power.
Boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down. Boots, boots, boots on the ground. We're here to shut this shit down.
Boots, boots, boots on the ground.
We're here to shut this shit down. Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
All right, I've got another announcement for folks, especially towards the back. Our marshals really need you to stay in the one lane so that we can secure the protest properly. So please refrain, even if you can, from walking on the middle divider and stay firmly in the one lane. Repeat after me, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
Get out of the gay bar and into the streets. Out of the gay bar 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 into the streets.
All right, I don't know a chant, but we're just going to say this. Stonewall was a riot.
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 We will not be quiet.
Stonewall was a riot. We will not be quiet.
Stonewall was a riot.
We will not be quiet.
Stonewall was a riot.
We will not be quiet.
Stonewall was a riot.
We will not be quiet.
The Supreme Court has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The Supreme Court has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The Supreme Court has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The Supreme Court has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The Supreme Court has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The Supreme Court has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The Supreme Court has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The Supreme Court
plaza. We're going to have one last speaker, and then we're going to plug some really fucking important upcoming events. So make your way out into the plaza. Hopefully you've all been here before, because fuck Derek Chauvin! Fuck Derek Chauvin! Minnesota. Please welcome Tristan Brody to the mic! This is what democracy looks like! 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 That is what hypocrisy 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 looks like! Can everyone hear me okay? Do I need to be louder? Forgot I was allowed to take off my mask. Ooh, thank you. So, as you all know, this fucking morning the SCOTUS decided to announce they have officially repealed Roe VS Wade. Shame! We have been out here since they first announced, they didn't even announce it, since it was fucking leaked that they were considering this since fucking May. Was anyone else here for that first protest in May? Have you guys been continuing to fight and organize and donate to our abortion funds since then? Because SDS has. Just this morning, we finally got one of our demands that we've been demanding since the SCOTUS leak, that Joan Gable finally recognize what's going on and make a statement. It took her all fucking day, but we finally got one of her emails. But it's not going to stop there. We still demand reproductive health training for all incoming freshmen and all U of M students. We demand a designated reproductive health advocacy center where students can get education and support outside of just the Aurora Center, who are overworked and underfunded as is. And we demand that the university boycott states with heartbeat bills / outright bans who fucking stop women and trans individuals from controlling their bodies as they deserve to. As you guys have heard today, Minnesota is a sanctuary state. As of now, the only one in the Midwest. While that's great for us, that also means our 8 clinics that operate here are currently going to, worrying because now they bear the burden of all of the incoming people coming in for abortions that they deserve. They are overwhelmed and underfunded, so that you guys need to show up just like you are today. You can't just show up because it's on the news. You need to keep going. You need to organize. You need to donate. You need to educate each other on safe and accessible abortion and self-managed abortions. Again, as you've heard today, women's rights are under a historic attack, but they're not going to stop there. Clarence Thomas has already said they're coming after gay marriage. They're coming after contraceptives. They're coming after same-sex relationships. And we need to tell them that we won't stand for it. The Supreme Court is a fucking sham. Why is an unelected, relatively ungoverned body of officials allowed to make decisions that have virtually no oversight that will affect all of us? We need to demand that we codify reproductive rights into the Constitution, just all throughout the U.S., just like Minnesota has. And not only do we have to continue showing up and showing out for reproductive rights, but we need to protect all civil rights that are under attack in these next coming months. We have tried to get the Democrats to listen to us, to get rid of the filibuster, to pack the courts and overturn the decision on Roe v. Wade. And while it's not too late for them to still do that, we cannot rely on them.
community and protect each other. We need to continue showing up like we do today because we deserve better. We deserve safe and accessible abortions for all. We deserve real protections for our bodies. We deserve to continue to preserve privacy and safety for everyone. So one last time, this is what community looks like.
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 Let's give it up for Now I want to make a plug. Maybe it's like a self-aggrandizing plug, but I just want to say that Students for Democratic Society, SDS, we are the motherfucking shit. And if you are a student at the University of Minnesota, we need your help. We need you to join us. We need you to organize. We need you to show up. We need you to bring your friends when you show up. And I want to highlight the first part, right? Organize. Because this shit is impressive. It's important. But we need people in the room to make sure that actions like this continue to happen. We had to throw this shit together with like 20 people in a group chat today. That is unacceptable. I need you in the meeting. So, the meeting. We meet every Thursday at 6 p.m. in Pike Hall or on the grassy area outside of Pike Hall, and we're going to advertise that on our Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all of that shit. If you do not follow us already, you really should. We put a lot of work into those graphics. So, follow us at UMNSDS. That's where we are most active. And also don't leave because we have a really important upcoming event announcement after this. But yes, please follow. That's where we're going to be posting all of our future actions, which a lot of our university directed, right? Because we have a president that we need to hold accountable to stand on the side of reproductive freedom. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jay to talk about a really fucking important event that's happening tomorrow that I better see, not tomorrow, Sunday, that I better see all of you at!
Yeah, don't show up tomorrow. Nobody will leave there. But you can show up to the People's Pride in Powderhorn Park, which is an alternative event to the bullshit corporate pride, big Wells Fargo shit that the city puts on every year. And then after that, after you have a lovely time in the park on Saturday, your ass better be in the streets to interrupt the Pride Parade! The reason why TCC for J has organized this since the murder of Philando Castile is because every year TC Pride prioritizes white comfort and cop comfort over our community! Pride is not about Wells Fargo! And Pride is not for LGBTQ cops! Fuck you if you're queer and you became a cop! You deserve to feel unwelcome at Pride! We also completely reject the idea that cops keep us safe from white supremacy at Pride! Cops are the white supremacy at Pride, and half the time they protect their friends who came to harass us. So if you believe that Pride should be for the people, you should come out. On Sunday at 10:30, we will be lining up on 10th Street and Hennepin. Right? 10th Street and Hennepin is right. I just looked at the Facebook.
If you are interested in learning more about TCC4J's long history of protesting Pride, you can talk to me or any other TCC4J members. We really hope to see you all there because it's so important to show, especially white queer people in this city, what Pride is actually supposed to be about, which is a militant political event. So now, with that out of the way, I am also going to be doing our Asada chant for this evening. But before I do that, I just want to say that it is so important that this event is not the end of what you do about this abortion ban. I can scream until my lungs give out, but that's not going to do shit against SCOTUS when they are trying to take away every single right that any of us have won. If you think that we are going to be able to vote our way out of this, you are delusional. If you think that you individually can do anything about any of this, you are delusional. But when individuals collectively organize with real groups trying to organize for real change, we can actually make a difference and overturn this ruling. So if you're interested in any of the organizations represented today, please talk to me, talk to Olivia, or anybody wearing a random t-shirt that says TCC4J or Frizzo or SDS on it. There's a ton of people here. Talk to any of us because we need you in this fight. So now, fists up.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Damn, left fist up, my bad. We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to win. We have a duty to win. We must love and support one another. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to win. We have a duty to win. We must love and support one another. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Now with your whole fucking chest, we have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to win. We have a duty to win. We must love and support one another. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. 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 All power to the people. All power to the people. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
This is the ending point of our protest. I want to direct people to how you can get back. We are just a block away from the light rail station. So if you came from campus, it goes right back to where we started. Otherwise, if folks are walking back, please be safe. Please walk on the sidewalks because we don't have marshals to secure you on the way back. But thank you everybody so much for coming